Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I've got lots of friends with little ones, and some of the friends are, well, hey, kids are going back to school. Yeah, and some are like, oh, they're going back. What do I do with myself? It's not just about kids going back to school, is it? It's about how it affects everybody. But let's just focus on the kids for a minute. So, I'm from Ollie Superpowers, and we do an awful lot of work with children, young adults, and grown ups families to help with all sorts of emotional issues. And I guess the kids that do want to go back to school are probably in the category of nothing's really changed, or they love school, or they got a favourite teacher, or they really hate being at home. I don't know. But the kids that don't want to go back to school or are a little bit iffy about it, it's because something's changed. And none of us like change, do we? We don't like not knowing. So it might be your kid's got a new teacher, it might be they've gone up a year, transition, it might be they haven't got their friends in the new school or the new class. And that can create that anxiety, and their safe place is you, which is why we get school refusers. They want to stay at home. What can we do to help? Well, there's a myriad of things. One, we're here as one-to-one therapists, and it doesn't take weeks and weeks and weeks of therapy. Bring your little one along. Give us a shout and we'll tie you up with one of our Ollie coaches to help them over whatever it is that's making going back, or even being there, difficult. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you're finding it difficult not having them at home. Maybe what are you going to do? Who knows? Either way, give us a shout. But the other thing that we do, and we do so successfully, is we run courses in schools, Ollie Kids, Ollie Teens programs, where we take a group of kids that are struggling a little bit, maybe aren't quite confident, maybe not socially comfortable, ones that slip through the net because they're not being really disruptive in the class, the kids that really need our help. And we run a program in the school, at the end of which they get a shirt, they get a certificate, and we're training them to do what we do to a point, but what we're actually doing is helping them get over the things that are causing any kind of transition or change a problem for them, which will be about, am I safe, am I in control? And we do these really cool things to help them feel safe and in control, and to problem solve if they don't feel safe and in control, rather than go into fight or flight and all hell breaks loose. So that's one thing we can do. We don't just do it in schools. Our Ollie coaches are all around the country, and we run kids groups, teenage groups, weekends. So if you have got a group of kids, or you and your friends want to get together, give us a shout. Happily run them for you. We also do parenting courses. Oh no, not a parenting course. No. I wouldn't dream of telling any of you how to parent, because every child's unique, and what would I know? But what we do is run courses on how to be the parent you want to be. Almost like how to get out of your own way. How many of you are like, oh, well, everybody else's kid's doing really, really well at school, or everybody else's kid's gone straight back to school, no problem. Must be me, there's something wrong with me or my child. No, there's not. Looking externally. There's loads of things that we can help you with simply and effectively, and we teach as we go. And we live for it. So please, 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 if your kid's worried about going back to school, if you're worried about your kid going back to school, or whatever's going on, please get in contact. We'll tie you up with one of our Ollie coaches, or whatever, and get it sorted for you. Thank you.